As the new year arrives, we thought we'd go over what we think are the best cars to look forward to in 2019. We've tried to include a bit of variety here to suit all markets and budgets. Suzuki Jimny, January. When it comes to plucky go-anywhere SUVs, the Jimny has to be somewhere near the top of that must-have list. The all-new model arrives with a fresh interior design, including Suzuki's latest touchscreen media interface with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, while the exterior showcases a rugged, almost Mercedes G-Class-like boxy character. This should be a fun little package. Power for the Australian spec models has been confirmed to come with the K15B, the 1.5-litre four-cylinder engine that generates 78 kilowatts and 138 newton meters. Unfortunately, we miss out on the 0.66-litre turbo that overseas versions get. Contrary to earlier rumours, the new model will continue with live axle suspension front and rear. And to further enhance off-road performance, the new model will be offered with a brake-style limited slip differential. Prices are yet to be confirmed. Genesis G70. If you love the idea of a lighter weight and slightly smaller, more agile Kia Stinger, then you're going to love the Genesis G70. This will come in as Hyundai's brand new premium mid-size sedan, sharing platforms and powertrains with the Kia Stinger. It has already hit the market overseas, where it has received rave reviews from the media. At the top of the range will be a 3.3-litre twin-turbo V6 that generates 272 kilowatts. Genesis claims the 0 to 100 happens in just 4.7 seconds, making it the quickest model in the company's showroom. Prices haven't been confirmed for Australia yet, but we'd expect it to be slightly pricier than the equivalent Kia Stinger. Keep in mind, it will be a more premium vehicle, offering more luxury and advanced features. Fiesta ST, March. The outgoing Fiesta ST offers extraordinary fun for your buck driving in the compact hot hatch world. It's available with an old school manual transmission, 3 pedals, and a potent 1.6-litre turbocharged engine. It also features a number of hardcore components, such as a trick front diff and complex suspension arrangement to ensure mind-bending traction and G-force in the corners. Ford introduced the second-gen model overseas earlier this year. It seems to have lived up to the very high benchmark the first generation set, packing more power and more technology. Gone is the 1.6-litre four-cylinder, and in is a fresh 1.5-litre turbo three-cylinder. It produces 147 kilowatts and 290 newton meters. This is actually 13 kilowatts and 50 newton meters more than the old engine. Prices in Australia are likely to rise slightly from the previous $27,490 starting price. 992 Porsche 911, second quarter. It kind of looks the same as the old 991 series, but rest assured, this is the new 992 911. The easiest way to spot the new version is by checking the taillights. They now borrow the full-width design layout, as seen on other new Porsche models. The front end is also 45mm wider, giving it a more focused stance with a wider, lower intake. Some fresh alloy wheel designs have also been introduced. So far, at the time of editing, Porsche has only revealed the Carrera S version. This model comes with a redeveloped 3-litre twin-turbo flat-six that kicks out 331 kilowatts. This is up 22 kilowatts over the 991 predecessor. There's also an all-new 8-speed dual-clutch auto, but of course Porsche will be offering a manual for the more serious driving enthusiasts. Australian prices have been confirmed to start from $265,000 for the C2 and $281,100 for the C4S. BMW 3 Series second quarter. Can the new 3 Series carry the nameplates tradition and set back the class benchmarks once again? It definitely has the ingredients to do so based on BMW's latest CLAR platform. It's a touch larger than the current F30 model, measuring 76mm longer, 16mm wider and 1mm taller. The wheelbase is also 41mm longer, helping to improve in-car comfort and space. What we're really looking forward to is the new M340i variant. It'll come in as the flagship underneath the M3, which is not finished yet. Thanks to a range of enhancements by BMW's M Performance subdivision, the M340i promises a 0 to 100 time in 4.4 seconds. This comes thanks to a 3-litre turbo that barks out an impressive 275 kilowatt and 500 newton meters. Being all-wheel drive, there is a chance that this variant might not make it to Australia. X-Drive all-wheel drive sedans are usually for select markets only, particularly areas where snow is common. However, we think this might be an exception, as BMW has probably gone for X-Drive simply because the engine is so powerful. Audi e-tron Midyear. This is Audi's answer to the seemingly unstoppable Tesla onslaught, and in particular its Model X crossover. It's the first dedicated model to be launched under the e-tron brand, but certainly not the last. Audi will soon launch an e-tron GT, which will be targeted at the Tesla Model S. Kicking off though, Audi is jumping into the increasingly popular SUV market. This is probably a good move considering everybody seems to want an SUV these days. Power comes from a 95 kilowatt lithium-ion battery system that's capable of unleashing 300 kilowatts and 664 newton meters to the wheels via electric motors. Audi promises a 0 to 100 sprint time of 5.7 seconds, which is very respectful for a large SUV like this. And like many modern Audis, the design inside and out is absolutely beautifully presented, with crisp details and plenty of advanced technology. New Mazda 3, mid-year. This used to be the most popular car on sale in Australia, contending with the Toyota Corolla. But then the Corolla edged forward, likely due to a heap of fleet sales. Even the latest Hyundai i30 is getting up there too, taking a big slice of the pie. Mazda is looking to set the score straight again with the 2019 Mazda 3. It showcases a smart new design language on the inside and brings in one of the most elegant and premium interiors ever seen in the affordable small car market. Above all though, the new model introduces revolutionary sparkless ignition petrol engine called Skyactiv X. It's hard to explain without taking up several years of your life, but basically the unit runs a very high compression ratio and is able to initiate combustion without spark plugs. It still has spark plugs, but they're only used when the engine is very cool and under certain demands. What's the point? Mazda reckons this engine will offer the fuel economy of a 1.5 litre unit, but the performance of a 2.5 litre unit. This should be very interesting and one to look out for. How can we put together a top 10 list without mentioning the all-new A90 Toyota Supra? There is a lot of hype around this car, but for good reason. It has to live up to the awesome reputation of the old Supra models, and it will do this thanks to help from BMW. BMW, you say? Yes. The new Supra uses a platform that was co-developed in partnership with BMW. BMW is using the platform for its new Z4 Roadster. Full specifications and finer details are yet to be revealed for the Supra, but Toyota has confirmed the range-topping version will use a 3-litre turbo inline 6-cylinder engine generating upwards of 220 kilowatts. Toyota also claims a 0 to 100 time of under 5 seconds, as well as the use of an 8-speed automatic transmission. Some markets are set to receive a 2-litre turbo 4-cylinder option as well, producing around 140 kilowatts to 185 kilowatts. We'll have to wait for the big debut at the Detroit show on January 14 for more details. Mercedes-AMG A35, fourth quarter. While the A45 sits in the super hatch market, Mercedes-AMG has come up with an intermediate hot hatch called the A35 for the new generation A-Class. This is expected to go face-to-face with the rumoured next-gen BMW M135i, which is set to receive a fresh 2-litre turbo 4-cylinder producing 225 kilowatts and 450 newton meters. The engine has already debuted in the new X2 M35i. Back to the A35, this car will use a 2-litre turbo 4-cylinder engine to generate 225 kilowatt and 400 newton meters. Power is sent to the 4MATIC four-wheel drive system through a 7-speed dual-clutch auto. Mercedes claims a 0 to 100 sprint time of just 4.7 seconds for this small little hatch. Tesla Model 3, late 2019. The wait is finally almost over. Tesla says on its website that right-hand drive production of the highly anticipated Model 3 will commence in 2019. There's been no